What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Joshua from Raiders Reviews, and in today's monthly pitch video, I will be giving you my pitch for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Now, before I get into the actual pitch, if you are new to this channel and you have no idea what the monthly pitch series is, once a month I make a dedicated video to pitch for a film or TV show that I would do if I was given the opportunity to do so. I have a whole playlist of videos of me doing so. Make sure you go check the playlist out, and I believe this month is now the 1 year anniversary of me doing this on the channel, which honestly I really enjoy doing it. If you guys want to see me do more, make sure just chuck a like on this video and subscribe for more. Now, as I said, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Before I get into the actual pitch, I'm going to give you guys some background information. The Mandalorian and Grogu was announced to be a film at the start of the year. It was theorized whether or not it was going to be if it was going to be its own thing, or if it was going to be like a season 4-esque thing. It looks like it's going to be a combination of both. This film will basically be a season 4 of The Mandalorian, but it will have a higher budget and it will obviously be in theaters. It is scheduled to release around 2026 because it was confirmed by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni at D23 a month ago, that they had just started getting into filming, and they released a little teaser for D23, and my pitch is gonna go somewhat based on what the trailer description was said. Again, they were only a few weeks into filming the film, so obviously not much is revealed about it. But with my pitch, which is not really that long, of all my pitches, this is definitely gonna be one of the shortest pitches I've ever made. But yeah, so we're just gonna get into it now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll not miss another one of my videos. And without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into The Mandalorian and Grogu pitch. Starting off with our plot. The film would be a quote-unquote season 4 of The Mandalorian. Basically, it would continue off where season 3 ended, with the Mando and Grogu going out on a journey to explore the universe after Bo-Katan has successfully reclaimed Mandalore. If you want my honest opinions about season 3 of The Mandalorian, it was not that good. I enjoyed season 1 a lot more than I ever did with okay, that's my yeah,
I'm sorry, Bobby.
for fuck's sake. Continue. Sorry about that. That was my grandfather. Moving on. Sorry about that. Had to deal with something. So now, all right, back to where we go. So basically, season 3 of The Mandalorian, it was pretty meh. I didn't really enjoy it too much. I do feel like it should have been its own thing. It should have been a Bo-Katan soul-focused show, because Mando and Grogu were basically pushed to the side in that season. But in this film, we're gonna get to this film would basically be a season 4 of The Mandalorian. This film would be a sort of a buddy cop style film that would follow Mando, Grogu, and Zeb and Fennec Shand as all team up as Hera. Would assign Mando on a mission that would have ties to locating Grand Admiral Thrawn. If you did not see the end of Ahsoka Season 1, it ended with Thrawn basically escaping the other galaxy and him beginning his conquest to rebuild the Empire. Mando is tasked with locating a planet that Thrawn is possibly going after to find a rare metal called cortosis. Now, if you have not seen the Acolyte, basically cortosis is basically a metal that is capable of disabling lightsabers, momentarily disabling lightsabers. If you saw the Acolyte episode 5, I believe, you know that whole episode was absolutely awesome. I love that episode. You know that that the stranger, he had cortosis in his helmet, and also like in a little guard thing here that was able to disable lightsabers and would leave Jedi defenseless. So for some reason they believe that Thrawn is after this rare metal of cortosis, and cortosis is even more rare than Beskar. So they feel the reason why Hera is assigning this mission to Mando is because it's possible that the Mandalorians could have knowledge of cortosis and all that stuff, and where it could possibly be. I'm just prefacing this now. I should preface this at the start of the video. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. Like, I love the films. I love the sequel trilogy I'm mixed on, but I love the original trilogy. I'm okay with the prequel trilogy. I love a majority of the shows, but I am not that into the lore as I am with something like Marvel and DC. So for all I know, I could for this plot, I'm just coming up with something that said along the lines of Hera knows that the Mandalorian race, they at some point in their history had ties to Cortosis, and that is why Hera is assigning Din Djarin and Grogu to this mission, and she's also assigning Zeb, because I feel Zeb should have been in Ahsoka. That's all I gotta say. If Ahsoka was basically a spiritual season 5 of Star Wars Rebels, Zeb should have been in it, but he wasn't. He was only mentioned. So seeing Zeb in this film is going to be really fun, and I really hope that Hera, Chopper, and Ezra, they all make cameos in this movie, along with Thrawn. Thrawn will make a cameo in this movie. He will not be the villain of this film. Then a medal. That's okay. This film would be a pseudo part 1 to an Heir of the Empire trilogy. That would lead into Ahsoka season 2, which would be a second part of the trilogy, and then it would end with the final film being an Heir of the Empire film, Heir to the Empire film, that would bring together all the main characters of the Mandoverse, which started with The Mandalorian season 1, and that's been its own little connected little side story universe within the gap of Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. Now, as I said with the characters, we have our main 4 characters, so to speak, are the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, Grogu, Zeb, and Fennec Shand, because I feel like we need to have some representatives from the Boba Fett show. Boba Fett, because I believe it was confirmed by Tamora Morrison that he had not been called to be in Mando and Grogu. I think it's safe to say that he's not going to be in it, so I feel like it should be fair that we have some representative from the Book of Boba Fett, and Fennec Shand, I really like her, so I think she would be a fun addition to the film. So those would be our 4 characters. Now, this film would also have a villain, and this villain would be in the form of a character named Jarek. Now, Jarek is apparently a character from the Legends era or like sort of that Legends era. I don't know. I don't really understand. I don't know if he's from the Legends canon or if he's from like the new canon that Disney made. I don't know. But Jarek is a Miralukan Jedi, formerly a Dark Jedi, formerly a Jedi Master who survived Order 66. He served as part of the Imperial Inquisitorius, so he was an Inquisitor in his life, and had a strong desire to find and possess the power of the Valley of the Jedi. I have no idea what that means. If you're a Star Wars lore guy, comment down below what the hell the Valley of the Jedi, the power of the Valley of the Jedi is. I have no idea what that is. It would be revealed that he worked with Moff Gideon during his time after the Empire fell, and after Moff Gideon's death. Yes, in my version, Moff Gideon is dead. He officially died in season 3 of The Mandalorian. Thrawn and the Night Sisters would find him and choose him to help them locate the Cortosis. I think Jarek would be an interesting villain for Mando to face, because as far as my memory goes, he has faced Moff Gideon with the Blacksaber. He has faced other Mandalorians, but he's never fought like a Dark Jedi before. So I think it would be really interesting to see him fight off against like a Dark Jedi. Not technically a Sith. Jarek is, from what I did in my research, Jarek is not a Sith. So yeah. And now with the characters, as I said, our main 4 characters would consist of Mando, Grogu, Zeb, and Fennec Shand. But we would also have cameos from Hera, Chopper, Ezra, and Bo-Katan, just to see how life is going on in Mandalore. We would see that it's been prospering, and we would obviously have like a little cameo by Thrawn as he is assigning Jarek to this mission. And it would also be revealed that at the moment, Thrawn's current location is on Dathomir, but it would not be found out by the Republic, because they don't know, because in actuality, not a lot of people believe that Thrawn is actually back. So this would be kind of like a Voldemort situation, where it is more of a to the wider Republic, to the wider galaxy. It's more of a he said, she said thing, where it's like Hera is saying that Thrawn has returned, but the Republic doesn't really believe that Thrawn is back, because if he was, it wouldn't be possible for him to return, because people have that fear of the Empire returning. And there you have it. That is my pitch for the Mandalorian and Grogu film. Again, this film's coming out in 2026. Do I think any of this will be in any way, shape, or form close to what the actual film will be? I don't believe so, but I do think that this would be kind of like a fun film to see. just have Mando actually work for the Republic and actually try to actually do something and try to stop Thrawn before he completes his nefarious goal of rebuilding the Empire. But let me know down in the comments what you thought of this pitch. If you enjoyed it, make sure you check a like on this video. If you want me to do a pitch for Ahsoka Season 2 or a Heir of the Empire film, let me know down below, and I'd be more than happy to do so. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the monthly pitch series. I'm Joshua from Rage Reviews, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.